Hi, so we are going for an audio tutorial, very fast one. So basically bringing audio is very similar to bringing light. The same kind of elements that we need to be paying attention to is so how the, how in the light, how light spreaded. In this case, how does the audio spreaded, and that's kind of drop off, roll out kind of a sound when you fade away or you move away from a specific area. So that's what we'll do today. So basically the same thing as we do with the lights. We'll create an independent hierarchy, and in this case I'll go and create audio. So that will create in. We'll go to game object, go to audio source basically, and basically it pops up immediately one audio source, and let's put it inside already of the hierarchy. Audio source, this was going to be, I'm going to put it in red light, and so this will be basically the audio source that will come to the red light. Also in the assets folder, I created already a folder, so go create folder, and a folder that for audio. I generally, there's I think a few formats that Unity allows. I use MP3. Depends on how much you want to what's the high fidelity you want to bring in. But MP3 is pretty light and gives you a good quality of sound. You can bring in here, so it's just basically you can import, file import, but you can also drag and drop, and I'm going to use this submarine beep. It takes a bit of a longer time, depends on how big the file is, and we'll start bringing that folder in. So now that my sound file is here, let's say here, as you can see, once you click in it, you can test it and press play, and this is what we are going to hear in our scene. It's a submarine ping sonar, but with other sound effects around it. So you can, if it doesn't play here immediately, it's a stereo sound, so there's two channels to it, and what we're going to do is just apply to this to that audio file. So we already brought in our red audio, and it's very much the same thing as the light. You bring in, place it wherever you want to be placed on, and we'll put it here in the red dome, and in this case I'm going to go like here. Okay, I'm pretty happy about it. If I'll go to the top view, put it really inside of the dome, and yep, so it's all good. So now it's a bit like a render. If you go to the inspector on the right side, you'll see basically there's no audio clip. So basically you click here on the button, and obviously because the assets give you already some predefined sounds, you can use those for trials. I'm going to bring our submarine sound, and that's already there. So now it says state submarine. This is fine. If you want to loop it to be continuous, you just click here, and now you immediately start playing with the. You can immediately hear, once you go to the scene, you can immediately hear the sound. But the issue here now, we still didn't use it as a three-dimensional sound effect. So yes, we can hear it. It's fine. We are close here, but if we go far, we still see the same. You're still hearing the sound. So what we actually want to do is you can actually dynamically, if you press escape, you can go out of your scene and look in this. What we need to go in is to start blending the sound. And spatial blend, this is where you want to go. You crack it up to 3D. So now you see that you immediately don't hear it anymore. And if you go back to the sound, now we can start it. So here the distance is 1 minimum distance, and the maximum distance is 500, and you have a kind of a good nice drop off. You can make it smoother if you want, so 50. What this means is that as you can see, the curve here is a logarithmic roll off. You are here because you are close to the if you click on the scene, as you can see, it says automatically, listen, you are here, so you are in the maximum area, right? But if you start moving out, the sound fades off. But and I'm pretty happy with this kind of scale. Now, this is kind of an interactive setup that's allowed for you to play with. So don't forget, once you go out, you stop the scene. Everything goes back to default. So that was just a simulation in a way. What you actually want to go is, again, do everything. So you need to put it loop, spatial blend, crank it to 3D, and you are happy with the 50 distance. So now the sound is set. We are not hearing it because we are not on the interacting part, and we can actually import another sound. And let's see here, bring this one and apply a second sound to this element. So what we want to do is go to that space, hear that sound, and go to this space, hear another sound, and that's what we are going to be placing. And again, you go to game object, audio source pops up. You immediately give a name. So this is white light. Light. And you drag it into the hierarchy and place it into, if you want, this area. You'll just place it very close to the light inside, and let's go to the front view. It's pretty much outside, but in this case we are going to put it just there. Okay, so again, the same thing, don't put it in walls or anything like that. Once you see everything, it's fine. So again, the white light doesn't have anything on the audio clip. You click on the dot, that's where you select the sounds. It should be, what's the name of the file? Impact drum. So impact drum, it's here. And it's selected. If you want to hear, this is what we are going to hear. You select the sound. That's basically an impact. So you can select the audio file, the white light. It's working. You can put it as a loop if you want. Again, spatial. We already know the scale, so in this case we are going to put it 50 here. And so this should be set up fine. And now we should go from one dome to another dome and hear different sounds. Here we go. Yep. Again, we are hearing it. This is the first thing. And what's funny, Raf, is that we still hear the impact sounds. So I'm going away from this one. Here you go. Pretty good. And it's a roll off. There you go. All right, so this is about sounds. Yeah, so thank you.